Here's 10 reasons why you should quit your PhD. Just kidding. This is a little bit clickbait. I just wanted to remind you that it's pretty awesome sometimes to just study things and to just explore the world. I want you to come back to that idea, right? So you're probably watching this. This was kind of clickbaity. I apologize. You're probably watching this because you're feeling really bad and you're kind of going down this kind of like funk sort of spiral. We all go through that. You can watch a whole bunch of my videos where I talk about that kind of stuff. But I just want to say that there's a lot of really cool aspects of it, right? So barring, I'm sure, the reason why you're feeling upset is there's the whole politics of it and this sort of warped incentive schemes and you know, just the crap, right? Like just all crap. But what I want you to come back to is think about why you're actually doing this and sort of imagine yourself as a kid again, right? Like go back to the idea that you're just kind of looking around in mud puddles, right? So when I was a kid, what I used to do is just kind of like stare at mud puddles. I remember making these like, so I live in Florida now, but back in the day, I used to live up north and we'd make in the springtime these mud puddles and make like little passageways, you know, like little trails through the, and streams through the mud puddles. I was imagining myself as kind of like an engineer or, you know, somebody that was doing something like some big construction project. I just want you to remember what it's like and think about yourself in that sort of way, right? Like come back to the idea of just having a good time and forgetting about all of the nonsense, right? Like pushing that stuff back. Once you get into the state of flow where you're just enjoying it and just having fun, you know, sitting down and doing something kind of stinks, but here's the thing. You can make it a lot of fun. And the way that you make it a lot of fun, make sure you have lots of breaks, right? Lots and lots of time off to go do exercise and things like that. But then as well, like when you're sitting down, you're actually sitting down and exploring these things. Like yesterday, I was kind of doing some data analysis, and it's a pain to do data analysis. I get it. Everybody sort of knows that. But it's really fun when you're looking at the stuff and you're like, hey, this actually works out, or this kind of passage, this thing it makes sense. And then you have to figure out the puzzle, right? It's all just a giant puzzle that you're working towards. And I want you to remember that, right? Like, come back to the idea of you being 5 years old again. And here's the thing. I don't want you to quit your PhD. I don't really care in terms of what you're going to do, right? But I don't want you to quit your PhD because you don't like it anymore, right? Like I want you to quit your PhD because you've rationally thought through this. And if you're going to quit your PhD, what you need to do is actually list out and write out all of the pros and cons, or think about the different alternatives that you could do by doing this thing. I did that. It was a really helpful exercise, but you can do that as well, right? And think about all the different alternatives that you have. And then once you determine, you know, rationally that, hey, I actually like what I'm doing, this is actually a really good experience, learn to enjoy it again and just have fun throughout the process. Think about how you can make it a lot better and just enjoy every aspect of it, where you are enjoying the exploration of doing something that you wish that you could have done when you were younger. So thank you. Oh. My doggy saw another dog. And I just want you to remember, oh, by the way, there they are. There's Isabel, or that's Babs, and that's Isabel. I just want you to remember that you can come back to being somebody that you thought that you were going to grow up as. You just choose to do that, right? Like ultimately, I know there's like so many aspects of it that I just can't stand. Everybody is like that, right? Like you talk to anybody that's in the profession, they'll tell you, man, there's a lot of things this sucks. However, right, almost everybody will enjoy the building and creating stuff if they were into it, right? Like that's their thing. So come back to that and figure out how to create things, how to get into the mode of just enjoying it and being just one with kind of being curious and exploring and forgetting about all the incentives and all that kind of stuff. That stuff doesn't matter in the long run anyways. Like, who the hell cares, right? Yeah. But come back to the idea that you're having a good time and you're doing something that you wanted to do when you were little, and you're just exploring the world. Now, how and where and all of that kind of stuff, that's all a bunch of questions that you can ask yourself and sort of tease apart. But remember, it's a heck of a lot of fun if you're making it a heck of a lot of fun. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.